Greetings. This is your man Nicholas Shepard from the Shepard Enterprise Business Administration and Information System Consultants. And what I'm here today is to discuss a lot of different things. Not a lot of different things, but basically it's I'm going to list this under state of awareness. And what I want to do is to get my hat off. Okay, what I want to do really is to enlighten a lot of individuals and stuff like that on some things that, I basically came across. Not recently, I actually been discovering a lot of the things, and now I just want to talk about it. Okay, so I was doing some research, right? Some research analysis of some different things, and I found out that it's the thing about American Indians, right? African American Indians in this country, like hundreds of years before Benjamin Franklin and Thomas Jefferson ever got here, right? And it's a shame that how they oppressed or suppress the truth about, Africans, and there's a reason for that, and I will get into that sometime later. Actually, I'm creating a video, a lesson, okay, and it's called. Let me go to it right quick because I don't want to mislead you on any information. It's under my state of awareness, and it's talking about Africa and how can we basically improve the resources in this country by connecting with African business entrepreneurs and trying to gain some type of trust and in them as them and us. We can sit around all day and we can talk about a lot of different things, and we can point the fingers and and say that, well, the reason why we don't do this because of this, or whatever the situation may be. Okay, but the end result is that don't quit fooling yourself to think that they are not in position to make us wealthy. You know what I'm saying? Africa is a continent, right? And you can get 5 United States, right, in Africa. Right? So Africa, the continent of Africa is very, very huge. And it's larger than all of Europe. Okay. So Africa is one of the largest continents in the world. And a lot of the great leaders of Africa, okay, in our ancient past, has sent out a lot of different explorations and stuff like that, expeditions out throughout the world. And they settled in a lot of parts of the world and created a lot of different cultures that you see today. What surprises me is the fact that it's a shame that a lot of African Americans are still not getting it, right? And they're still waiting for someone to save them, all right? And I was talking to someone about the fact that you have a lot of African Americans out there who are brainwashed to think that the only blessing or acknowledgement or credibility that they will ever get is from the Europeans that's in this country and through their hands, okay? And they feel that as long as the American Europeans are giving them credit for things, then they are safe. And that's far from the truth, all right? Because we are a stronger people, right? And I'm not just talking about African Americans, but the the ancient civilizations of Africa migrated throughout the world. You understand the cradle of civilization was started in Africa, not in Europe. They got this hillbilly folklore trying to make it look like, um, what I'm saying, that there was multiple species of man evolved around the world, and some can't. No, 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 no. That's absolutely wrong. Um, the reason why they are like I say, a lighter complexion human being is because where they are or where they wound up at over a course of time. You talk about like thousands of years, okay? And there's no difference between them and us, all right? I feel like they think that they have maintained their physical appearance for thousands of years. They feel that there was no change in their chemistry over thousands and thousands of years. They try to make it like they have always been here, and they were not always in the light as they see themselves in that condition. Okay. I've been looking at a lot of videos, and I did a lot of research and analysis, and everything like that, and I found out that it's a and I don't like saying this, because when you find out different things about the European culture and the reason why their skin is lighter than ours, everything like that, people get offended, right? And okay, so I'm gonna go with this, right? There's a lot of, and it shames me to see the things that goes on, and it's not a cultural issue; it's an intelligence issue, and I'm not intelligent to the point where I can reference all information that I have, because there are educators who study the craft of knowledge and history to the point they give you time, dates, people, and the changes throughout the centuries for hundreds and hundreds of years, and be very accurate based on how they document it. Now, whether they're wrong or not, I can't challenge that because I don't have the intellectual or the education or the research experience to be able to go out there and say, okay, well, you're wrong. There has been a lot of things going on around the world, okay, throughout time. And like, I believe that most Europeans are in a position where it's that, they're struggling, man. You know what I'm saying? They're struggling. Because don't think because they appear to be successful and they got all this money and they got to eat at the top of the food chain. See, the reason why they're up there because they really exhausted a lot of the resources. The higher you go up, the less resources you have. You understand? Because the problem is that as you start utilizing and using people, and using things that's around you, the reality of you being a person that's understanding, I'm talking about like being realistic, okay, dissolves. It's like you can shoot a basketball, right? Physically shoot a basketball or play football, hockey, everything like that. And then you can record that, put it in a virtual environment, use technology to mimic those different actions, and then some scientific way, as far as being computer generated, make it look like you actually are in that world. okay, when you're not, okay, you just a puppet in the whole scenario. And I've seen a lot of African Americans out there that, and it's a shame, because you, you work with them and you see things happening, and they still don't get it, man. Really, they still don't get it. They still don't get the fact that they're being used. I'm talking African Americans, man. You know what I'm saying? Descendant of Africans, man. We're being used. And I was talking to a gentleman, a guy I met here in Ohio, and he's very passionate about a lot of things, and he explained some things to me, and it's a conflict of interest, because I believe what I believe in, he believes in, and he feels that he's, so he's, when he starts talking, he's very passionate in his discussions. But I really think that he's been misled as well, because what happens is that, see, I get rid of my television, right? I get rid of it. I don't have a TV because I feel that if my ancestors or the Spirit of God, right, but some of those you did go in that direction, if my ancestors lead me or wanted me to know something, they lead me to an understanding that will prepare myself for any consequence, right? And I see this power, right? I've seen things have been revealed to me, whereas that I was trying to fight a battle myself, and I've seen things being resolved without me putting the effort into it. Once I let, the spiritual world handle it, you understand? I'm protected. I'm quite sure I'm protected. I'm without a shadow of doubt. You know what I'm saying? My ancestors are protecting me, and they watch over me. I pray to them. I pray to Most High God to listen to my ancestors, because there are spirits out here. There's energies out here from angels, right? Because when you die, some people think when you die, that's it. No. Some people think that when you die, you go to heaven. So I'm saying, whatever the situation is, heaven can be right here on earth, but you just, it's a different dimension. And it can be heaven, right, to the people that's there, but they don't know they not earth in that dimension is not the same. It's like, it's like you someplace else, right? But you don't know what plateau you're on, right? You know what I'm saying? So like heaven could be here and earth can be right here. You understand? There could be an equilibrium, right? There could be a equal field as far as you can see, right? But it's multidimensional. Okay. You don't know. Okay. We don't know because we've never been there, right? But going back what I was talking about is that there's a lot of things going on out there. And it's a shame that our people don't understand the fact that if we don't stick together, there's going to be a problem. You understand? And because most powerful Europeans, they already know the solution. They already know what's going on. And that's why they're trying to lead this earth, man, because they figure that if they lead this earth, there's a great possibility they can live. But see, this is a strange thing. This is the truth, right? All right. I was trying to find out exactly how fast is space going, right? And I'm gonna look at it right here, and I'm gonna read it off to you, so you understand. Okay. And I typed in my browser, how fast is space traveling? Okay. And it is said that's okay. Okay, it says the International Space Station travels in orbit around the Earth at a speed of roughly 17,150 miles per hour. That's about 5 miles per second. You can't see it. You know what I'm saying? The space shuttle is moving so fast, you can't see it. But since it's far away, it's moving slow to you because we're traveling with the rotation of Earth. And the space shuttle is traveling, not against that, but it's traveling with the rotation of Earth, you know. So, whether direction it's going, it's within the gravitational pull. So, it seems like it's moving at the same speed. But once they get off the Earth, I'm saying, you know, because the Earth is so huge, right? And they are so far away, it looks like you can see them, right? And it look like they're going slow, but they are, oh my goodness, man, thousands of miles away, man. You see, you understand, you know, and they're moving pretty fast, man. You know what I'm saying? But see, for every, and I want to like to say, for every like eighth of an inch that they move across the sky, man, it could be, you know, like they moving 17,150 miles per hour. So I'm like, for every, when you're looking at them and they moving, it looks to you as like they're moving slow, but they're moving fast as hell, man. Okay, so let's go, and I want to go back to what I was talking about, saying how fast is outer space? How fast is outer space moving? So I'm gonna say outer space. Okay, no. I'm gonna say how fast is the universe? Okay, I'm gonna say moving instead of traveling. Okay, so um, is it how fast the universe moves? You know what I'm saying in miles per hour? And it says here that already mind-boggling large, the universe is actually getting bigger at all the time. Some of the nearest galaxies in 2 hours are receding at a rate surpassing 240,000 kilometers per hour. That's 150,000 miles per hour. Okay, so, and I don't want to talk about expanding. I want to say how fast is space traveling? Outer space, right? I'm saying outer space. I want to say traveling. I hate to say traveling, but I'm gonna try to see what it says. Okay, so let me see here. 4% light is weigh about 25 trillion miles. That's 40 trillion kilometers. The fastest ever spacecraft. The now in space Parker Solar Probe will reach a top speed of 450,000 miles per hour. It would take just 20 seconds to go from Las Vegas to New York City at that speed. Okay, but it would take the solar probe of the solar probe about 6,633 years to reach Earth's nearest neighboring solar system. Okay, so after like at that speed, you understand? I'm talking like they going 400. They said the Parker Solar Probe will reach a top speed of 450,000 miles per hour. All right, so it's moving that fast, but it's not even. I'm so like I'm still um trying to, I'm going back and I'm trying to find where, and it said that space is actually. I'm not saying faster than light. You know what I'm saying? But you have to really go fast, okay, to get to one place or another, which will put you into a situation where, But um, and I'm still trying to find. I was looking at this the other day, so um, nothing can travel faster than 300 kilometers per second. So for centuries, physicists thought there was no limit to how fast an object could travel. But Einstein showed that the universe does, in fact, have a speed limit. The speed of light in a vacuum, that is, empty space, okay, nothing can travel faster than 300,000 kilometers per second, 186,000 miles per second. Only massive particles, including protons, which make up light, can travel at that speed. It's impossible to accelerate any material object up to the speed of light because it would take an infinite amount of energy to do so. So, as it turns out, Einstein could never have caught up with the beam of light that captured his imagination as a teenager. Okay? So, space is moving. Okay, all in a nutshell, space is moving pretty fast. Right? That's all I'm saying. Okay. Space is moving pretty fast. And, you know, and I'm saying is that even if Europeans left this planet, right, and went to Mars, okay, for some reason, because they depleted Earth's raw material, okay, they would still have to wind up leaving Mars, right? Okay, the reason why they're trying to find other civilizations or try to find, they're not trying to look for no human, no. They may say they are looking for other life forms, but they don't want to look for life forms more intelligent than us. Okay, they're not looking for that. Okay, they're not doing it because it would be hostile towards us, right? Because on this earth, okay, our thing is everything is a threat, man. You know what I'm saying? We don't use the things like on earth, man, as a friendly gesture, right? Everything that we encounter is working against us and we look at it as a threat. The space, because you can't inhale, because it's just going too fucking fast. There's no atmosphere in space. It's a vacuum because everything's going so damn fast, right? It's like you driving in a car, right? Or it's like you stick your head out of the fucking plane window, man. You can't fucking breathe, man. Right? You know what I'm saying? Because shit's going so fast, man. You can't inhale it. Right? You know what I'm saying? And space is going that fast. And not only is it going so fast, it's going so fast, man, to the fact that it's cold as fuck. Right? You know what I'm saying? Because nothing is standing still. It's like sitting in front of a fan, man. I'm talking like a massive fan. Okay? In the wintertime. With no clothes on. naked and wet. You know what I'm saying? And you know, it's like like in Antarctica. Okay, and space is a lot colder than that, man. You know what I'm saying? So, but these guys want to leave Earth, man, and they trying to find other resources out in space. And what they want to do is build a spacecraft, you know, but they can't build it on Earth, man, because it'd be too huge, and it's not enough raw material to do it. You see what I'm saying? They would have to deplete all the raw material on Earth to build a spacecraft, okay, to leave Earth's orbit, okay, or to leave our solar system. You understand that? You know, so there's not enough material. So what we need to do, as these guys have to do, they have to put some out in space. First of all, they got to find out. They're going to have to go to another. They're going to have to go out in space, right, and find a starting point. They haven't even found a starting point yet. You know what I'm saying? They just go out in space, and they have to be beyond the Earth's gravitational pull. You know what I'm saying? And stabilize that craft so they won't move, man. So because when they start building that damn thing, right, it got to be in a position where it won't be pulled, you know, because it's gonna be huge, man. Okay, it won't be pulled by any planets gravitational pull into the planet, because if they can't get that motherfucker started, man, it's gonna be pulled into their orbit and it's gonna crash into their planet, man. You know, into that planet's planet. You know, and you know it's gonna pull them in, man. That whole fucking project. So they gotta figure a way to put something in space, right? It's like taking a ball, right, in a high building and dropping it in from a building and try to create it. I mean, and try to put the ingenuity to it so it can fly while it's falling to the ground. Fucking impossible, man. It'd be fucking hard as hell, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to build it while it's falling to the fucking ground, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking like, you know, what the fuck, man? You know, I'm talking like, and they trying to build shit on space, man. You know, space on Earth, man. The shit is small, man. The shit they're trying to build on, okay, let me tell you something, man. The shit they're trying to build on Earth to go out in space, it's like taking a grain of salt and breaking it up 1,000 times and take that one of those grains and go to the middle of the ocean and throw it and hope that motherfucker, you know what I'm saying, will not hit the water. Okay, that's how that's going to be, right? And because and that we ain't talking about the fucking asteroids and shit, okay? That's flying through the universe, man. I mean, through our solar system, man. Because what's gonna happen is that they're gonna build that. They're gonna start building it. Asteroid gonna come, hit that motherfucker, and destroy it. Okay, that's number one. Okay, so they're gonna have to figure out how to build something in space without depleting Earth's resources. So they're gonna have to put the space, whatever the spaceship, whatever it is, in a position where it can pull raw materials from space. Okay, and they got to have a some type of way, man. They can build. Man, they have to have a factory. Okay, you know what I'm saying, to build this motherfucker. They ain't gonna be able to. You ain't gonna be able to bring everything that you find in space to Earth, man. Okay, so you have to build it in space, right? So you have to create something where you can manufacture space material in space and create a spaceship, right? Out of material you find in space. Certain things you may get from Earth and this and that, like that, you know what I'm saying? But it ain't gonna be that much, man. There's not enough material on Earth to build a ship that size. I'm talking like, you got to get a ship, man, that can hold at least about 300 motherfuckers, man, or more. Okay? Do you know how big that motherfucking ship has to be? The motherfucker gonna be bigger than a city, man. So you got a spaceship in space, bigger than a city, being suspended in space. Now, in order for this motherfucker to do that, you got to put it so far out, man. And we're not talking about the fucking space shuttle. We talking something way bigger than that. The motherfucker got to be so far away from fucking Earth, man, that the Earth gravitational pull will not pull this bitch back to Earth, man. So you got to be way away. Okay? So you got to be way away from Earth. And then they got to build this motherfucker. Then they got to find out how to do that, man, because they got to transport material. And you're not going to get all this shit from Earth, man. It's impossible, okay? Because if you try to get all the material, you have to, like, tear down all the buildings, take all the technology, everything you fucking created in lifetime and shit like that, and take it out to the spaceship, man, and then put it on that motherfucker, okay? All the refineries, everything, you have to take that shit and take it out of space, man. And like, to build this motherfucker, man, you got to tear down every plant. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, man. And it's gonna be horrible, man. And they gonna try to do that shit, man. And a lot of people gonna suffer. That's what they're trying to kill off, man. That's what they said. About 85% of the Earth population had to be destroyed, man. Because they're not gonna be able to take care of these motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? To build that spaceship or that community in space on this craft, okay? Because when you build this craft, right? You build this craft, that's gonna be Earth's population, okay? And they're gonna propel that motherfucker into space. So everybody else, when they fucking decide to build this motherfucker, man, when they finish this motherfucker, everybody else gonna die. It's gonna be like a fucking anthill, right? An ant has a limited time to live. It works for the queen and it dies. You see what I'm saying? So the queen can live. That spaceship will be the queen, right? And they're gonna put everything into that motherfucker, man. Everything else gonna die, and that's gonna be it, man. You know what I'm saying? And that thing gonna move away from fucking Earth, and it's not gonna never come back. Okay? You know what I'm saying? That? So, the reason why I'm saying this, man, is because, all this cultural differences that we experience here on this planet, man, is going to vanquish. I'm sorry, it's not going to last, man. You know what I'm saying? Because people are going to turn against each other, man. I'm not talking about it going to be like cultures. I'm saying cultural conflicts. What's going to happen is that the cultural conflict is going to start, but that's going to reduce the size of the people that they have to deal with. And those ending people are the ones that are going to move out to this craft. Because they're going to come to an understanding that it's useless to fight against each other. Okay, it's total annihilation. And they're going to put these people on Earth, right? Because they're going to know, man. They're going to be first generation people to know that fighting against each other, cultural conflicts, and being ignorant of social communication, understanding, you're not going to live. You know what I'm saying? We'll get rid of them motherfuckers, man. You know what I'm saying? Because you ain't going to be in space fighting, man. We're going to throw you off the aircraft, man. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody's going to be valuable, man. They send people out there in space, man. Them people are not going to be any old motherfuckers. They ain't going to be no motherfucking hobos. They ain't going to be no motherfucking GD motherfuckers, right? They're not going to be You know, if people just a bachelor's degree, you know what I'm saying, in administration, ain't gonna be none of them. I don't care what type of degree you got. You do not have a degree that's gonna cause you to live in space. You're gonna perish, man. And the United States might have to make a decision. Or the world might have to make a decision, man. Who wanna live and who wanna die, man? Because everybody's not going, man. But see, what they don't understand is that space is so huge. It's like a microbe in your body trying to get out of your body. It's not going to happen. You know what I'm saying? It needs it. So, Earth is, I mean, we are so small, man, compared to the universe, man. I'm sorry, it's mind blowing. Right? You know what I'm saying? It's impossible, man. You know, so it's like a cell living on a blood cell survive and utilizing all the resources. And there's no one else, there's nothing else it can rely on other than that cell. And it depletes that and it try to propel itself outside of your body and create another human being. It's fucking impossible, man. You know what I'm saying? It's impossible. Man. It's not going to propel itself out of your body. A cell, a microorganism in your body that's, you know, in your body. Anytime some microorganism cause you, a microorganism that contributes to your awareness and your, you know, your life right now. Propel self, utilize the resource in your body. So what happens? Your body dies, okay, and then something comes out of your mouth or push out of your skin, and then you see this thing floating. You know what I'm saying, above your body, and they just wander off into space and shit. You know, so that shit sound, man. And that's what these motherfuckers want to do, man. It's not gonna happen. Your body's the universe, man. It's not gonna happen, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, they may want it to happen, man. We're too small, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, are we gonna probably meet other life forms that's our size? Yeah, most likely. You know, but there's other life size forms and shit that's a lot larger than us, man. A lot larger than us. Okay, you know what I'm saying? The Earth is not a big planet. It's a big planet to us who live on this. There are other, you know what I'm saying, planets that we don't know about. Okay, and they're trying to say that planets got to be a certain mass and shit, certain size to sustain life. You know what I'm saying? Well, as far as flesh and blood, yeah, but there's planets that could be bigger, right? That sustain a different type of life form, man. It may be a gas life. You know what I'm saying? You know, what we call spirits. You know what I'm saying? It might be a gas type life form, man. You know, that does its thing. You know, we don't know. But if that's the situation, it's why that, you know, we're not gonna be able to understand that. You know, because we look at shit we can touch. You know, like right now, like we got the air. Okay, I'm sitting in front of this fan, and I don't think nothing of it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a fan. You know, and I'm sitting here enjoying the fan. You know, and talking to you on the internet and everything like that. And the thing is that the fan is blowing on me, and that can be a life form. You know what I'm saying? But I'm taking it granted because I'm utilizing the fan because it's keeping me cool. You see? So if the fan's a life form, the air is blowing me as a life form, or the fan's life form is blowing on something on me that I'm taking for granted because, you know what I'm saying, it's providing me comfort. How in the world are you gonna know it's a life form? If you go to another universe, you may feel something, but you may not be able to see it. Okay? But then they understand is that because we speak, you know, all multiple languages. You might even communicate that way. How you gonna find out something, man? You know, how you gonna understand it, man? I don't get it. Oh, excuse me. I don't get it. No, I don't. I don't get it. But like I say, I'm just up here just voicing my opinion about some things. Again, I'm gonna post this in a state of awareness, and did you know will be the topic, and the society in which we live today. Okay, thank you very much for listening to me. Make sure you click subscribe and you like it, and place a comment in the comment section to what you think, and make a donation. All right, to the Ship Family Enterprise Business Administration Information Consultants. Or come to my website at www.shipfamilyenterprise.com. From there, you go to my blog site and contribute and participate in some of the blog studies and some of the information is out there, so that I can help generate money and finances, so I can help other individuals to indulge in business and knowledge and awareness. Okay? All right. Thank you very much. Peace, and I love you.